What's up? What's good? Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Sunday? I'm doing great. My family's doing great. Hope each and every one of you are doing great. And I hope you had an amazing weekend and amazing Mother's Day. Shout out to all the mothers out there, especially like mothers like mine who tolerated so much and was always there like a super rider. And it's hard for me to express the appreciation for my mother, and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. So happy Mother's Day. I hope all the mothers had an amazing day. Any mother that watches this channel, hope you had an amazing day. And you know how it is. If you could please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that bell notification button to get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of most of my videos and none of my lives. So what's up, man? What are you guys dealing with? I don't think McGregor survives around. Well, maybe a round. I'm sure he survives a couple round. For sure. My opinion, what up? Eric Claprit, what up? Mailman, what up? Joe Peeps, what up? Robbie Russell, what up? GGGHHH, what's up? What are you guys dealing with? For me, it's just another day, bro. I had my birthday just passed, turned 42 years old last weekend, and chilling. I figured that we'd come in here, we'd shoot the shit, and we'd talk about what you guys want to talk about. Taking one day at a time is up, bro. What's my favorite strain? Honestly, I don't think I have one. I think I have strains that I love. Like I love the pinks. I love all the like the cushy strains, but I don't know. Do I think the Drake run is over? No. Do I think that he's definitely been affected by this? Yes. Any plans for the summer? Not really. Just chill. Canadian Toker, I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. But no, I don't really have any big summer plans. I do have a couple friends that I want to go see this summer. But other than that, I'd like to go see my brother at some point. Spella, what's up? John Claude J. Pep, what's up? I appreciate the support, by the way. But I don't think the Drake run's over, but I do think that he's going to have to kind of lay low for a bit. Yeah, my bro's still out, for sure. Lifers don't typically reoffend, you know? Definitely too bad about the Leafs. But it's time for changes. And I'm a diehard supporter. I always love my team, but it's time for changes. Since you can only use a few hundred canteen a year, could you hypothetically get money sent to a fellow inmate with none and get them to buy you stuff? Hypothetically, you could do that, but it would definitely cost you. I don't typically watch other hockey, brother, but shout out to the Oilers. I don't hate the Oilers. I don't hate the Canucks. I don't, I'm a hater of Montreal. I'm a hater of Boston. And I'm a semi-hater of Ottawa. And a hater of Buffalo. But so what do you guys want to talk about today? What's the topic of conversation? Not hockey, about life. What do you guys want to talk about? I appreciate that, Dan. 1965. Probably a great year to be alive. before social media came in and crashed and destroyed all of our lives. Were you frequently on Molly during B&Es, and what effect does this have? No, not Molly. I definitely did B&Es on ecstasy, for sure. You're just amped through the fucking roof, you're just amped up. And that's sober anyways. So just imagine that, times that by, 5 or 10 or whatever it is. Illegally Blonde, what's good, everyone? Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I don't know if you're a mother, but tell us what a lifer goes through mentally when given that life sentence. I wouldn't know, but I would assume that it's probably something that's pretty difficult to deal with. You have to basically come to grips with the fact that your life is over as you know it. Because even if you do touch road, like, you're still on parole for the rest of your life. So that's what I'd say. I didn't really do time with many famous people, to keep it real with you. Talk about having a pen pack ready or someone who will send one. Okay, so a pen pack is like your TV, your clothes. It used to be a maximum of $1,500 was the max. I don't know if it's still the same. And that's a total of all the stuff in your cell, including a TV, which you could now have a 19-inch flat screen. The reason why they upped it to 19 inches because they don't make smaller than that. And I'm not even sure they still make that size. So maybe it's possibly bigger. You can have up to a 12-inch fan, which is like a typical small black fan, plastic one. Bernardo's still walking because he's in La Macaza. That's why. He's in a sex offender prison. He's there with the Luca Magnotta and all these other creeps. So he's still got a lot of life, bro. You know what I mean? He's got a lot of life to go. So let's see what happens. Danny Masterson is doing well, I hear. Thoughts? I don't know. The States is messed up. He's got money. I don't know if that contributes or where he's doing his time. I have no idea about the Danny Masterson story. Sorry, I just haven't kept up. Do you regret not taking the fingerprint bicycle with you? Yes, I do. But at the end of the day, it's over now. So regret, what's the point, right? But maybe, at that point, I turned my life around regardless. I don't think so, though. I think I was going that way anyways. Ask anybody who knows me. When I was young, I didn't care, man. I didn't have someone, so I sold mine to another inmate and get free TV game system. Nice. Did you hear about that drone that got caught sent to the Haven today? All it had on it was cell phone, some hash, some weed, and some tobacco. That's typical because people don't want necessarily to put anything else, and if it gets somehow back to them, they don't want anything illegal in the package. So none of that typically is illegal. It is illegal to bring it in, but none of the rest of it is illegal. So there's no more charges, just the smuggle. So I'm sure that's probably why. I just got offered 5 years, planned on beating it at pretrial, didn't happen. Bummer. Damn. Hopefully you figure that out, bro. Alabama. Shout out to you. I hope you're also having a nice weekend. Riley P., did you watch the Netflix show Unlocked? Your thoughts on it? I'm not sure. Maybe. I might have seen parts of it, but it's not something that's coming to mind. Your past might become my future and unavoidable. Can't explain here. I'm watching all your vids to get info. Well, hopefully you figure it out. Did you hear about... Yeah, I commented on your last one there, big fella. Robbie, you're not listening. What do you learn about yourself having to spend so much time confined to a small room? You learn a lot. You learn if you can handle certain things mentally. Being confined for such a long period of time is difficult, and it weighs on you day after day after day. throw solitary confinement in there, and you do a lot of thinking, But at the same time, once you've been in those circumstances for so long, you're not really learning anything, you're just kind of suffering at that point. But, that's just my opinion. We're a social species, so anytime that you're not really around people, it affects you deeply, even if you don't realize it, even if it's subconscious. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. They should definitely let you smoke weed in jail. It would be much more chill. But I don't see that happening. It's too nice. That's too easy. Felix smokes 420 daily. What is good? Bernardo is still in that PC joint, sad. And he's going to probably spend the rest of his life there. But that doesn't mean that at some point over the next 20 or 30 years, however long he's alive, somebody, even in that PC joint, doesn't take a run at him. He might be chilling here. He might feel comfortable, but you never know, man. I'm telling you. It's the same as when you read a story about a guy killing somebody in camp, a guy who's just about to get out. If he's in camp, he's not far. I spent 4 hours in a psych cell, in a psych ward. Was tough. Couldn't imagine doing longer. Yeah, and that's nothing. You know what I mean? The Unlock show was a jail experience. Yeah, I'm sure I've seen that. James S., what's up, my brother? Longtime supporter. How you doing? Being a person on parole now and being able to smoke weed THC is awesome. And it definitely made things more easy. If you can go get a weed card, a lot of guys, man, you'd be surprised how many guys got sent back for smoking pot. And it's stupid. Say you have a job, you have things starting to turn around in your life, and then you smoke a joint because you're an addict or whatever it is. The temptation's too great. They drop you down right in fucking drug epicenters. So what do they expect? Then they pull all that progress away because you smoked a joint. It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes you can get a parole officer who's chill, but most of the time, man, they're assholes. No, I was never in PC, Jason Worth, but thanks for asking. What do you think about provincial going towards levels and full integration? No more PC or anything. I expect that. In Lindsay right now, apparently there's ranges that are like in the south where it's cells open all day. You can come and go. It just depends on your security level classification there. Dustin Poirier is fighting Islam Makhachev in 3 weeks. I think Dustin gets crushed, sadly. But you never know. I root for Dustin, but I don't think that's going to happen. If you're in the building, go up top, hit that like button. Helps me in the algorithm. 41-14. Hook it up, though. Matt, you were probably the only white guy in jail. There was times where I was the only white guy on my range. It's definitely when I was in Toronto. Quite a few times, actually. I had an awesome methadone DOC who let us smoke weed while tapering down. Nice. Yeah, years on piss test is hell, dog. How did I make what? The years on piss test? Or how did I make being the only white guy in jail? Bro, don't live like you're the only white guy, Just live like you're a man, You'll get respect, bro. Most black guys don't just hate white guys because they're white. There are those guys, it happens, and vice versa. But typically, man, if you're chill, you're a cool guy, you stand up for yourself when necessary, but you're not constantly bumping at the gums, you're going to be chill anywhere you do time, So, I don't know. The serial killer in Saskatoon, the guy who killed the 4 girls, the Nazi dude, killing the Native women. I don't respect that shit. Targeting civilians, weirdo shit. What's the funniest experience you ever had in a movie theater? I don't know. It's such a weird question, bro. I don't go to all that many movie theaters. Been watching your channel on and off. Keep up the educational, motivational videos. Irvin Chan, man, you already know. Eric, man, clap rat. I know. But shout out to you, Doc. I don't got hands, bro. I'm soft, dog. I fight like this. Parole, yeah. So parole, you typically start signing for 3 piss tests, right? And then if you pass those 3 piss tests, they'll typically sign you for 2. And then if you pass those 2 for 1, and blah 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 blah. But if you're in a situation like mine, where I was on team supervision, keep in mind, I'd never had a violent conviction. Mine was all behavioral. So I'm on team supervision. You're getting pissed twice every week. And it was just, man. And I was still using. That's why I was always in prison. Violation, violation, violation. Ask Robbie Russell. He knows I punch like this. Never been in a fight in my life. They don't always give you 30 days to clean up, Felix. That's not 100% facts, actually, because they're not technically obligated to give you that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not pissed dirty before you get out, then so what you're probably better to do is actually go to your PO the day before you get out and tell them that you're dirty. That's what you're probably better to do. There's nothing you can really do. I don't know. They say drinks work. I don't believe it. You're just going to show up as a flush, which I have showed up as before, which can be a violation. Or they can just make you test again the next day. So, how do you deal with the shame of being involved in a fight you lost? Why shame? You showed up. You showed up, man. You know? Like, people, you're not going to win every single fight you get in your life. If you're losing every fight you get in, then don't fight. Stop fighting. Period. Like, William, like, I know it's a sad story, but I don't want to read about that shit. Like, it's depressing. That's what I'm saying, one up. Like, yo, the guy literally sits there and stares at your Johnson. Like, good luck. It's not that easy. There's a mirror here. There's a mirror here. There's a camera here. And there's a guy literally so close to you, you can feel him fucking breathing on your neck. Did you ever read any books you enjoyed in your time? Yeah, I read books. I read Ken Follett books. I wasn't reading like super complicated books because I'm a good reader, but I need to be intrigued by the book. You know what I'm saying? And boredom for me, like, I can't do it, man. I am like ADHD. And the minute I can watch TV or something, boom, I'm watching TV. Because I can't focus on the book if the TV's there. Like the only time I read was in provincial, and I read a lot. Other than if I was like going to school or something like that, then I'd read if I had to. I don't have to read bingo. I did time with Roger Caron. I know him. He's passed away now, but he was in my cell in the West in a transfer range. I had to hold him up because he had Parkinson's disease and he couldn't stop himself, and smoke bogeys with him. A lot of his stories aren't his stories, you know? He wrote them, but they're not his. How do you keep your path on straight and narrow? It's difficult, you know? I'm not going to front. Like, it's not like it's difficult not to break the law, like to go out and do crime. You know what I'm saying? But how hard it is out here to make it, being somebody who's been through what I've been through, trying to build myself up legitimately, scraping by, when you know how much money you can make is difficult. But you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if he's a rat. My favorite THC vape is I'll show you right now. They get free promo if I can find them, motherfucker. Yeah, these ones, because they don't really clog. These motherfuckers. What are they called? B40. I forget what the company's called. These ones are good. It's not, I don't find it super hard to stay sober off of hard drugs. No. Brother, you being clean and working life for so long, I've watched you. Would you ever want to see the new super court downtown compared to 1911 West Mall College Park? No, I don't want to see any court. Fuck the courts. I'll tell you, I'm going to put up a video. I'll tell you guys a story soon. I want to let it die a little bit, but I'll tell you a story soon. I'll also have a video up soon. Yeah, this is a disposable. So 1.1 gram. You saw me on what? Canada Cop Watch? What's that? I don't know what that is. Yeah, fuck the drug shit. You know what? I see people that are still doing the hardcore chemicals, bro, and their lives are not good. It doesn't make me want to run back into the dope's hands. It really doesn't. My brother OD'd the day he got out of a 6-month bit. Even after being clean that long, the drive is there. It's always there, bro. Honestly, it is. It's always there. I don't know this Canada Cop Watch. What do you mean? What do you mean you saw me on his video? Oh, yeah, I know Turk. That's what the channel is. Okay. Mitch, what's up? The conference matchups in hockey? I'm not paying much attention, to keep it real. I think the Rangers in the East and the Panthers are the two best teams. And I think if you go to the West, it's much more open than that. But man, I feel like it'll be hard to beat Colorado, man. You not wanting to see a courthouse. Guess you wouldn't like the gift I got my buddies years ago. I drove for a company, bring the jumpsuits in, so I grabbed two. Yeah, no, I don't need a jumpsuit, Doc. The last thing I want is a fucking jumpsuit. Man, I had so many jumpsuits in my life. Fuck that shit. Come on, guys. Go up, hit that damn fucking like button. Pardon my language. Adrian, what's up, my brother? I'm all right. I'm surviving out here, you know? I'm not suffering. Nah, bro, not like that, but I get you. It was from the angle from an OG seeing the bullshit of the system after COVID. Yeah, yeah. Turk's my dog. Respected Turk. He shows support to the channel, man. Shout out to him. Go show support to his channel. I should do a video on who? Roger? Have you ever seen the movie comedy This Is the End? Yeah, yeah. For sure. I don't know him like that, no. But like we were doing time at the same times, and I know some of his people through the years of doing time, you know? He's a Toronto rapper, man. He's been around for a long time. He's known in the system, you know? And I was in the system for a long time. Like a real spill. I know people from his block, you know? I didn't fully watch the roast, but I'm going to. I want to. The thing is, I've done time with a lot of people in Toronto that people would consider famous. I just don't talk about it, you know? I don't want to build my channel off of that. I don't. I want it to be about positivity and about changing your life, not about who I did time with. And like, I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I don't want to put people in my video if they don't want to be in it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to Chucky Atkins? Just remember his videos. Yeah, yeah. Is that the dude from Alexandra Park? That dude? I don't know for sure though. Kato, Wagwan. Yeah, I find work right away, bro, because I'm out there. There's work, bro. There definitely is work. The thing is right now construction is a little slow because of the interest rates and shit. It's crazy. Nobody's building anything. Toronto drill scene got out of hand. How you mean? I mean, it's all drill scenes are always out of hand. Working out is big in jail. You ever seen steroids? Of course. There's some dudes that are big, dog. Like, seriously, like big men. Yo, listen, when I first went down below, it was so much different. The last time I went, it was pure kids, you know? But the first time I went, it was so much different. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that doc with Burns. Yeah, I remember that doc. How do you think Tory Lanez is handling? I think Tory Lanez is fine. He's got money, bro, and he's not like some little bitch. You know, he's not. I seen plenty of small dudes run jails, bro. It doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't. It's a mentality thing. Drugs and prison definitely go hand in hand. That's a fact. And the politics of prison go with the drugs also. If there's no drugs, usually shit's chill. People are playing sports, whatever. If there's some piff, it can be chill. But usually when other shit comes around, or like a big load of piff comes around, it creates a lot of politics. What's the best advice I've ever been given in my life? Man, I'd have to say shed all the negative influences around you. That's been the biggest change in my life, because when I was around certain people, it just seemed like it was impossible for me to get out of it. And I felt a loyalty to people that I loved, like as friends, you know. But like certain lifestyles, it's not set up for success. What do I mean? I mean shooting people over Instagram beefs and that. Yeah, I get it. That shit's always crazy though, but that shit's been happening. You know, it's just now it's like front page. How can a small guy run prison when there are guys that are like 220-pound Jamaican you talked about? Yeah, it does. It's a mentality thing, bro. Seriously. It's not always about how tough you are physically. Sometimes it's about how smart you are and how many people you can control, you know? Sometimes it's about, are you willing to murder somebody? You know what I'm saying? Because there are some big guys that are tough, but they don't want to kill anybody. And then there are some little guys that will feel no way about running up in your cell and killing you. So it just depends. Muscles doesn't always mean shit. But if somebody's tough, big, and crazy, it's definitely an upper hand. And when you're a bigger guy, you typically are less likely to be targeted for bullying. It just is what it is. The guards know when it's dry. How long have I been out? I've been out now. I got out of prison May 2018, and I got out of treatment November 2018. Yeah, 100% people stabbing people over phones, socials, trailers comes through the phones. Our range is empty. Yeah. If there's all kinds of shit inside, pure politics. Because certain people feel like they're not getting the right share. Certain people might feel like they're getting punked off because they're not getting nothing at all. People don't understand that, only so much only goes so far, right? But some guys don't care, and it creates polys. It really does. Yeah, bullied by nerds on the internet, but not in person. You can't listen to that shit on the internet, bro. Like, who gives a shit? Just turn it off. Turn it off. The internet can't hurt you, bro. And most people are going to be nice to your face. You don't even have to be tough. It's just most people really aren't like super vicious. They just aren't. The internet gives people cover, you know? It gives them the ability to be something that they're not. I never did time in Sudbury jail. But if somebody, you know, has like a username and like an emoji as a picture, he can say what he wants. You know, you can't let that shit phase you. You know, if people are going to get at you, they're going to get at you. It's the same shit. Like, you can't live every day of your life worried about this or about this or about this, because if it's, you know, if shit's happening, it's going to happen. You know, if you just can't live like that, you know? You can't live like those people that you still see driving around with a fucking mask on in their car, but they're by themselves. You know those kind of people? Crazy ass people. I want to open their door and just fucking slap them right across their face and just tell them, smarten the fuck up. Ever see a guy who learned the old bullshit about jail, find the biggest guy and fight him? Yeah, I think maybe. But no, not really. You can feel tough going into jail, but once you get in there, man, your feelings are going to change a little bit. If I went to jail acting like Mike Tyson in his prime, would I get bullied? If you were just acting, you know, are you Mike Tyson in your prime? Do you look like you're going to bite somebody's fucking cheekbone off? Or are you a guy that looks like a fucking roofer who just runs his fucking gate? It's, you know, like the carpet's got to match the drapes. Does it irk me to put the hat on? Nah, man. I'm a fan, dog. 250 pounds could make you a target, but just be cool, man. And you're chill. Start a self-defense class, man. Everything else you're doing is a waste of time. Bro, I don't do this because I feel like I'm going to make $1 million fucking dollars. I do this because I'm trying to help people. Come on, doc. Be a little bit more positive, a little more optimistic. One day, I'll learn how to edit properly, and then I can up the video game. I just need somebody to help my dumb ass. It's not for money. That's not why I do this. If you said you knew the new Matt Clark, would you be cool? It depends on where you went. I probably wouldn't say it like that, though. I mean, like, yo, you guys know Clarky? You know what I'm saying? There's people that know me, a lot of people. But, like, I'm also not, like, you know, I wasn't fucking the top dog in the system where every single person's gonna fucking know me as a boss. I was doing my time. And if you know me or if you did time with me, then you'd know how I did my time. I do my time as me. I never fake the motherfucking funk. And I'm down. If it needs to happen, I'm down. You know what I'm saying? That's me. Will I get beat up if I told them I ratted for less time? Come on, dog. You do good. Who is best in Canada? People don't care about Canada prison. No, but we care. We're in Canada, man. The fuck, you know? Other prison shit doesn't matter to us. Do you really want to do time in the motherfucking States? Listen to them brag about how hardcore it is down there. Who gives a shit? You want to do time there? You want to go to prison and worry about getting your booty hole raped? I don't. No fucking thank you. They can have that. That's for them. I'd rather go to prison here. I'd rather not go to prison at all. But if I had to go to prison, I'd much rather go to prison here and be able to chill with my gear, with my stereo. I don't give a shit if I gotta have a knife fight or be solid. I'd rather do easy motherfucking time. People are so dumb, man. The fuck? Why would you want it to be different than that? Like shit. It's like the guy, oh, I need to do all my time in max, dog. It's like, why? Why? So you can be real? Well, enjoy your life, my boy. We have different systems. Ever got I don't want to say his name for sure in the Ville with him. I don't know. I don't know what that means, though. People do think that way, but like, bro, the guys that go into prison thinking that they're gonna just run up in there and they're just gonna control shit, it never ends good. I'm telling you. And all these dudes down in the States that think Canada is soft, go do some time there and tell everybody there it's soft. It's prison, man. It's just a much smaller population. So instead of having 8,000 dudes in a prison population, we have like 500. So, of course, there's less violence. But believe me, if you put 2,000 of the same guys from J Unit or from Stony or from Edmonton Max together, it would be just as crazy. Yeah, well, sometimes one person can change a range dynamic. That's a fact. If I was going to jail, I'd identify as a woman so I could be around female inmates. You'd probably get away with it here to keep it true. First day in Stony, I seen a guy get stabbed in the neck over the phone. Yeah, so when I was in Millhaven, the second time, I seen a guy arguing over the phone and get buck 50 across his face. This old black dude. He got choked and fucking cut bad, really bad. I've seen quite a few nasty buck 50s, like cheek smiles. It's crazy though. I had a guy in Fembra come up to me and be like, "Is it bad?" His shit was cut from his ear right to here, and it was open wide. You could see his fucking teeth through his cheek. And he was like, "Is it bad?" And I was like, "Bro, is it bad?" He's like, they're like in the bathroom in the gym saying they're gonna fucking stitch it. And I'm like, you guys ain't gonna stitch that. Good luck. The pain, the infection, buddy. Your face is gonna fall off. You need to go to a fucking hospital, bro. Your fucking face is hanging off. Clem62, you already know, my brother. He didn't run away. He didn't. He ended up having to leave, but he didn't run away. Yeah, I've seen maybe not a CO necessarily. Yeah, no, I have. I saw a CO quit her job to start dating a 16-year-old young offender. And she started visiting him in Brookside. Mila, way higher. Come on, dog. Yeah, he wasn't even crying or nothing. Like, he wasn't doing nothing. He was just like, is it bad? It probably didn't hurt because it was probably such a clean slice. And there's no clean mirror where you can get a good look at it down in the rec yard. But bro, that shit would have taken hundreds of stitches. Might be a dumb question, but what's worse, a chomo or a rat? A chomo is worse. They're both bad. They're both going to get cooked anywhere they go. But a chomo is worse. I've seen in certain prisons rats kind of get blighs. You know, like they've been smashed once or twice. Guys know they're a snitch and they just leave them alone. But chomos, it's not happening. If guys know they're chomos, unless you're in like a camp or like a really low security place. But if you're in like a Joyceville or a Collins Bay or anything like that, and guys know for a fact somebody's a hound, you're getting cooked. I don't care. Somebody's cooking you. King Rasky, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. A rat might beat a chomo to look good. Maybe that's possible. But you can't clean that up either. You can't clean that shit up, man. Chomo or rat. That's a career ender in prison. On here for like 2 more minutes, guys. Remember the guy got stabbed up at yard MAU, stayed solid out in the yard. All the group got behind him Yeah, I do remember that. And then he stayed out till everybody went in, and then he went to the guards. I do remember that. Not everybody who gets stabbed is like running for their lives, you know? They're not. I've seen guys get stabbed that are like pissed off. They're in the bathroom, like, and the guy who actually stabbed them is running. No, you can watch fight nights, but you're not going to get like pay-per-views or anything like that. A chomo is a child predator. That is a chomo. I never been stabbed. I've been cut across my finger, but stabbed, no. I never got in a ton of beefs, man. My last bit, I got in a bunch of fights. But when I was in the Ville was such a chill place. Like, people got stabbed all the time in the Ville, but they got stabbed over debts or dumb politics. If you minded your business and just did your time, it was a chill place. You're helping me understand what my man is going through. And Lindsay, thanks so much for your insight. You already know, Jess. Hey, Matt, I see you're a Leafs fan. I hope they win the cup before I die. So do I, bro. So do I. A rat isn't a chomo, and a chomo isn't necessarily a rat. But they're both fucking goofs. So, would I get more credit in jail if I had a scar on my face? No, you get less credit. Most guys that have $150s on their face, it's not a good reason why they have that. Not everybody, because sometimes guys will put a bullshit $150 on somebody's face. Like, a $150 is supposed to be for a piece of shit. It's not supposed to be just for anybody you have a beef with. You shouldn't just cut somebody's face and then run. You know? I feel like that's a bitch move. The best way to survive in jail is by being yourself and by being a good person. If you need to stand up for yourself, then do so. But don't look for it. There's no point. Do your time, man. Chill the fuck out. Smoke some piff. There are definitely lots of rats in prison. Yes. 100%. One more minute, guys. You guys already know, though. Yeah, if you're caught on some child predator shit, you're going to be hiding your whole bit. Being ratting on ain't fun, is it? My opinion, it's bullshit. I don't do my personal info on YouTube, bro. Sorry. I'm not cheering for anybody now, Mark Foster. What was the biggest challenge fresh out? Just trying not to be sucked back into it. You know, the instant temptation, because you've been locked up, you kind of feel like you deserve to party, you deserve to kind of let loose a bit, but it's never a good thing. So I would say that. Hit that like button before you get out of here. You guys already know I love y'all. Fuck Trudeau, by the way. Fuck his bitch ass. And scream that all over the motherfucker. You already know, Mark Foster. Irvin, you already know. Felix Smokes, you already know. Atlantic Audix, you already know. Cars Digoo, you already know. Fuck Trudeau. And that bitch ass hoe, Krista Freeland. Not if we can, when we can. I drive, John. I drive. I deliver shit. The Art of Kindness, what's up? Did I ever consider security? Not really, to be honest. They're never going to let me have a strizzy. It's never going to happen. So if I can't run with one of those, then I don't want to be security. You know what I'm saying? So Pierre is a conservative, right? So he's going to be tough on crime, but he's also going to cut taxes. So anybody who's prepared to cut that fucking carbon tax, cut it. Let's cut that shit. So I support anybody who's going to do that. We can't keep it going how it's going. Clearly, things aren't going good here. Fuck a rebate check. I'd rather keep my own check. I don't think Trudeau would survive 5 minutes in the pen. Pierre doesn't suck as much as Justin, though. Not even close. Or Jagmeet. They both suck. They want to take all of our money and they want to destroy the middle class and they want to be a ruling government. That's what they want. I don't want that. Yeah, that digital ID shit's fucked up too. I don't know, man. I don't know. But you have a cell phone in your pocket. That's digital ID. So, whether you know it or not. Anybody knowingly infecting women with fucking HIV is a straight goofy. I feel like going out to the bush, man. Seriously, I do. Buy a piece of land and do like a homestead. But I need to learn some shit first. But you guys already know, man. I love y'all. Thanks for coming to the live. We're going to do this again soon. You already know. fuck Trudeau. We need a change. I can't talk anymore. I'm never going to get out of here. I love y'all. You guys already know. We'll be back, though. Talk again.